So beautiful. Hey, over here.
Cut that out. Focus on the job at hand. First, the old man. Blah.
A number of years after the rise of the Yellow Turbans, the authority of the Han Dynasty waned, and its ability to effectively rule was lost. Throughout the land, Yellow Turban remnants continued to resist, while a number of clans which had grown in power carried out insurrection after insurrection. The chaos set into motion by Jiang Jiao continued to grow. Chapter 2. Dong Zhuo's treachery in the capital. The lords answered Cao Cao's call and assembled.
I'm glad you came. What luck that you also happen to be here in Yo. We've had our share of trouble of late. But meeting you again like this really feels like it was meant to be.
After suppressing the Yellow Turbans, we were given a position in Ji Province. However, the local officials didn't seem very pleased with our lack of pedigree.
And they treated us all like idiots. So I had to teach them a little lesson. But that led to us being forced to leave the province.
Don't feel bad, Zhongfei. The way they treated us got under my skin, too. That is what brought us here to Yo Province. To ask my old friend Lord Gong Sun Zan for help. To thank him for his warm welcome. We are going to have to achieve great things in this battle. It is almost time to head for the front. Let us fill you in on the plan. All right, before we start the meeting, Guan Yu, I believe you had something you wanted to discuss.
Yes. In the coming battle, the enemy will have a positional advantage. It is also likely that they have set traps at strategic locations. With this in mind, I have decided it would be best for you and I to operate as a unit. Not being bound to the main force would allow us to move freely across the battlefield and better adapt our strategy to any situation. The last time we fought together was in Ji, was it not? Feels like old times again. Let's make it a battle to remember.
I don't know if those were rebels or what, but they were no match for us.
Yes. Yo Province will enjoy peace for the time being. Even so, I've heard that these rebellions are springing up one after the other all across the land.
Suppressing the Yellow Turbans did not put an end to the fighting.
You're right. It may just be that the chaos itself has grown into an unstoppable force. However, the chaotic state of things also presents an opportunity to change the world.
But, brother, we don't even have titles anymore. What difference can we actually make?
That's not like you, Zhongfei. What will we do? What can we accomplish? Now is the time for us to search for our purpose and test our limits. So we must simply succeed where we can, one step at a time. Though we still have a long way to go, I will not give up. I must tell you one thing. If you ever feel like you want to be a part of our vision for the future, I want you to come to me. We welcome anyone who has ambition. The door will be wide open for you. Please don't forget this.
So this is where you are. I heard that you might depart tomorrow, so I came to say hello. Might you have time to talk? Thank you. I suppose this may be the last time we're able to speak for a while. There is something I want to tell you while we still have time. Wherever we find ourselves, as long as we wield our blades with integrity, I'm sure our paths will cross again. From the moment we first met, I felt your heart was truly pure. Yes. Perhaps among your lost memories, there is one of whoever passed that on to you. It could just be my imagination, but there is something about you that makes me think this way. In any case, we must first focus on how we are to live in the present. As the world descends into chaos, it is essential that we keep our hearts firm. I aspire to be a man of honor who strives to do what is right. Therefore, I need a great leader to whom I can dedicate my efforts. And that, I am lucky indeed to have Liu Bei. My only worry is that his ambitions are so great that they might overpower my imagination entirely. Ah, so you see it too. A glimpse of Liu Bei as the true ruler of this land. Now, I've said my piece, yet I find myself wanting to talk more. You feel the same way? Then let us find somewhere to sit and relax before we continue. Tonight, I wish to etch the features of your face and the sound of your voice into my memory.
Oh, you're just the one I wanted to see. I have a favor to ask of you. I'm running out of incense for the rooms. I'd like to replenish my stock with the same stuff I've been using, but there is one problem. I haven't seen the man who sells it to me around recently. I hate to burden you with such a trivial task, but would you mind finding him for me? Well, he's an herb seller, so perhaps you could start in a place where good quality herbs grow?
You are deeply versed in our aromatic arts. Find the one you seek by searching your past.
Well, how about it? Do you have any idea where he might be? That's what I like to see. I know you're busy, but I'm counting on you.
Silwan?
Silwan, what are you doing? This is no time for idle wandering.
He's right. We should hurry.
Huh? There's someone here?
I see. The innkeeper sent you. Sorry to be such a bother. Zhang Zhao, the leader of the Yellow Turbans, used some special herbs. Rumors of their origin led me all the way here. As incense, they induce visions in those who smell them. And as medicine, they cure fatigue and heal wounds. You could even say that most of Zhang Zhao's miracles were made possible by the power of those herbs. But this is surprising. I never expected anyone other than him to know about this place. You wouldn't just wander over here by mistake. Was this once your home, perhaps? A vague response. It is only natural that some past events escape our memory. But your case is very unusual indeed. It seems that your past has been completely erased from your mind. I can conclusively say that I have no idea. I've never encountered anyone like you before. If I had to hazard a guess, I'd say that you are suffering from some kind of formless malady. And finding a cure for such a thing is beyond my current abilities. This is quite humiliating and intriguing. Would you mind if I traveled with you for a while until I find a cure? It may surprise you, but I am a skilled doctor. I can treat you if you are injured and even earn us some money for travel. I thought that may have been asking too much, but you didn't even need any convincing. Thank you. Now, let us strike while the iron is hot, as they say. Let's go back to the inn and start by sorting through your experiences and everything that has happened. Oh, I haven't introduced myself yet, have I? My name is... Well, you can call me Yuan Hua. Now, can you tell me some more about yourself, my traveling warrior friend?
Hey! I thought I'd come and say... Are you eating alone? You know, I've got a stock of meat I'd be willing to share. Oh, are you sure? Most people are scared to ask that. No one ever casually invites me to eat. Aside from my brothers. Anyway, I can't help but notice how confident you're looking. Your reputation's grown, and you've sharpened your skills, too. My brothers seem to like you. And even I... well, you know. Right. Sorry about before. But you can be a real pain too, you know. I'm not like Liu Bei, you know. I'm not good at this sort of thing. I haven't got a single clue why you decided to side with us. I'm sure plenty of others have tried winning you over with a meal. But I think you'll find that we brothers are the ones you want to fight alongside. Go ahead and try fighting for someone else. You'll soon see that they're not as interesting as Liu Bei. You bet I do. It's true we haven't achieved too much yet, but life with us is never dull. So, time for honesty. What are you thinking? I'm sure you have ideas of your own, but you haven't made a decision yet. Even I can tell that. How about this then? If you join us, we'll consider you our sworn brother. Yeah, we'll toast to it in a garden in blossom. But it doesn't matter if there aren't any peach trees. And then we'd become your home. A pretty sweet deal, I think. Why am I trying so hard? Come on, let's drink. I won't let you go until I'm done.
We last met during the rebellion, did we not? It was I who summoned you, but I never expected you'd be eager enough to come all this way. The cavalry of Western Liang are vastly superior to the feeble armies of the Central Plains. Disorganized rabble of traitors that they are. If you're starving for a fight, you will find no better place to satisfy your hunger. Ensure your weapons are sharp for the battle ahead. We will deploy soon after the War Council. Listen. So, it was you that caught my eye out on the battlefield. No surprise there. You fought well. Enjoy your praise from the great Dong Zhuo. How do you find the winds in Liang Province? There's a greater chill to them than in the Central Plains. A frontier region, far removed from the cities. Even the Imperial Court's authority doesn't reach here. Its people simply live as they wish, without a care for the state. It's been the site of countless uprisings. Yet, I prefer being posted here. The geography and climate are harsh, and so the people here seek the power to devour others, and to avoid being devoured themselves. Though the weak masses may also devour the strong. The fallen become sustenance. That is the essence of life. Do you not think it more agreeable than stagnating in some boring administrative post? I'm surprised to hear that from you. Indeed, it is. But falling into stagnation is the same as death. The capital has become stagnant. There's no understandable battle of strength, just deception and cheating. It's not life. It's a slow death, and I detest it. The Qiang tribe and Yellow Turban rebels are both just struggling to survive. But these people in the capital, they haven't even realized that they're already dead. The kingdom of death, where the deceased stride around devouring the living. That's the reality of the Han Dynasty. If that is the case... This conversation's gone on too long. Off with you.
I knew you would come. Just as I wrote in my letter, I want you to help us take care of some bandits. Our Lord has been appointed governor of Changsha. This is one of his responsibilities. We're more than ready to do whatever needs to be done, but having you with us really tips the scales in our favor.
Huang Gai, I have something I want to ask you. Oh, and you are? Do you two know each other?
This is the warrior who had all of our backs during the battle with the Yellow Turbans. He's here now to lend us a hand in his campaign.
Is that so? I am Sun Shangxiang, daughter of Sun Jian. Pleasure to meet you. Thank you. I will do my best to live up to my family name.
Just don't take it too far out there. If things get out of hand, come straight to us for help. By the way, Princess, where is Lord Changpu? He was with you, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh. Oh no. I left him alone back there. He might be scouring the camp for me now. I should get going. I'll see you at the next war council.
Evading Lord Changpu is no mean feat. The princess is an incredibly skilled warrior, but the battlefield is an unpredictable place. I want you looking after her too, just in case.
It's great to have you with us. Please allow me to once again extend our warmest welcome. Now, regarding your position among our ranks, feel free to do as you please. You didn't expect that, did you? While fighting the Yellow Turbans, you followed your own intuition and greatly influenced the outcome of the battle. It is our hope that you can achieve similar results in our service.
But it wouldn't be right to put all the pressure on you. That's why you and I will be working together.
Huang-Gai, wait. I think it would be better if I went with him. After all, none of you expected me to be here anyway, so it shouldn't make much of an impact on our main force.
Hear that? It seems Shangxiang has taken a liking to you. As for which of the two you will accompany, the choice is yours.
Don't worry. I won't force you to choose me.
I would be very happy to have the chance to fight by your side.
Well, let's move on to the meeting, shall we?
Well, that just about does it for now. We managed to pull through with very few losses, either due to everyone's hard work or the bravery of our lord and the princess. One thing's for sure, chasing after you scared me half to death.
Sorry for making you worry. I'll try to become strong enough that you'll be able to follow me without fear.
All I ask is that you don't get carried away. Lord Changpu and I aren't exactly spring chickens, you know. Now that we've dealt with their leader, the bandits of Jing won't be causing any trouble for a while. The people will be able to return to their normal lives as well. How lucky they all are to have such a wonderful governor like our lord.
Huang-Gai?
You and his lordship are incredibly brave, but I suppose that must be said of all the Sun. It's quite a challenge just keeping up. We couldn't have done it without you either. We should fight together again someday.
I have a lot to thank you for. You're quite the force out on the battlefield. Aren't you ever afraid out there? Right. Of course not. I wish I'd had that same mentality from the start. I've always approached battles seriously. And yet, I'm still finding it difficult to keep my composure. Because every weapon brandished by the enemy, every single arrow, is aiming to take my life. Sometimes that awareness causes my body to just seize up. One time when that happened, I saw you fighting. You were so calm, and that resolve made its way to me. So I made every effort to do just as you did. I didn't take my eyes off of you, even for a moment. And then, my body began to move freely, like during training. It was thanks to you that I was able to continue the fight. Glad you think so, but I can't fall victim to self-satisfaction, can I? I felt the desire to be like my father, to be the pride of my family, to inspire everyone. But I lost sight of what I needed to do. I'm embarrassed now that I see what a burden I've been for everyone. In that battle, I realized just how much work I have yet to do. I must strengthen myself and overcome my fears so that I may charge into the next battle with dignity. Please do. Next time we share a battlefield, I'll put on a performance you won't be able to look away from. Look forward to it.
Hey, you. There's a real nice place we're gonna take you to. Don't make a fuss now. Just come along, nice and quiet like. You bet we have. Our leader wants to have a nice long talk with you. Now we can do this the easy way or the hard way.
Oh, you bilge rats! What do you think you're doing? Sorry about my crew here. Gan Ning's the name. I'm a soldier for hire, doing whatever it takes to keep myself and this foul-mouthed lot fed. My boys don't answer to anybody, so their manners are horrid. Do me a favor and let their indiscretion slide this time, would you? Still, the part about me wanting to meet you was no joke. Happy to make your acquaintance. We hear your name a lot around these parts, you see? And for what it's worth, the rumors seem to fit you perfectly. When trouble flares up around here, I sell my skills to put out the fires and earn my keep. I bet you're the same, right? Eyes as sharp as yours don't lie, you know. Birds of a feather ought to flock together, right? When I told my boys that, they got so excited that they came out here to get you. What? Well, it sounds kind of embarrassing when you say it out loud, huh? Still, it's too late to deny it now. But seriously, you've got guts, you know that? You didn't bat an eye at these guys, or try and act tough to scare them off. There ain't a single weak spot in that armor of yours. Would have never known if I hadn't seen it with my own eyes. At this point, we might as well make a party of it. I bet you've got all sorts of wild stories. Oh, what are you waiting for, lads? Go back and get ready for the festivities.
Aye, aye.
So, allow me to invite you to our hideout. And I won't take no for an answer.
Excuse me. Might I have a moment? Right. I am Sima Hui. Some call me Shui Jing, or Water Mirror. I wander the lands, seeking joy in seeing the world, deepening my knowledge, and connecting with others. I knew I had to speak with you, as you have a truly distinct air about you. Something about you reminds me of a newborn child. Yet at the same time, you seem like someone who has fought through much hardship. I'd very much like to find out what kind of person you are. Ah, so you do not remember your past. Right. Now I understand. But clearly,
There is more to you than meets the eye. Fascinating. Well, I would happily welcome you at my retreat, if you can spare the time to visit. I'll be able to inform you of what's going on in the realm, share local rumors, and possibly even introduce you to other visitors. I am sure the journey that lies ahead of you will be eventful. Please, let me offer you some help along the way.
Oh, Ziluan, welcome back.
You've been rushing about from place to place by the looks of it. Rebellions here, battles there. The world's worse off for it, I'm sure. It's times like these that we need the Emperor to put on a show of force to restore order. Well, if you need anything, I'm here. As usual, things are not as they should be. Capital affairs being what they are, the attendants in the consort clan alike are throwing their weight around to stir up trouble. The consort clan is, to put it simply, the Emperor's extended family. Well, I say family, but they aren't descendants of the throne. They're relatives of the Empress.
By the way, did you know that the current Empress was born to commoners? And her brother, Lord He Jin, is now the Grand General. He really makes you wonder where life might take you.
They are eunuchs who serve the people in the highest echelons of society. It's an esteemed profession, but... well, I wouldn't want to do it.
Once you become a eunuch, you can't really go back to living the way you were before.
Oh, is that right? Then don't let me keep you. Rest for as long as you like.
Hey, I know we had orders from Lord He Jin, but do you really think letting them go is the right choice? How do we know if roughing them up was enough to put them in their place? Next time, they might attack innocent travelers.
That might be true, but we can't just go against the Grand General's orders, can we?
Yeah, I know that, but still. Suli is right on the Emperor's doorstep, and yet the whole place has gone to hell.
You gave it your all, but you couldn't run forever.
Anything valuable you have, we'll be taking.
Oh, hey, you! So beautiful. Hey, over here.
Cut that out. Focus on the job at hand. First, the old man.
Take this!
Wait! Yes, that's it. Damn it. Don't make this any harder. You bastard!
We haven't introduced ourselves, have we? I am Wang Yun. This is my daughter, Diao-chan. You have my thanks, Zluan. Ah, so it really is you. I heard the name mentioned while the Yellow Turbans were still running amok. Black clothes with a crimson sash. You looked the part, so I went with my gut.
So you were the one that turned the tide during the rebellion. That explains your impressive skills on the battlefield. I still have much to learn, I assure you.
I may not look it, but I served as the governor of Yi Province during the Yellow Turban Rebellion. But amidst the chaos, the attendants with connections to the Yellow Turbans managed to soil my name enough for me to be deposed. The attendants are mere servants, yet their influence was enough to rob me of my position in such a humiliating way. The shame is unbearable. I've been traveling the land ever since, searching for a way to put a stop to the attendants' corruption, and for men of character to help me do so.
My father has lost his position as governor. Together, we are but a man and his daughter with little power between us. That's why we need someone we can rely on.
At this very moment, the attendants are scheming to bring even the Imperial Seal into their despotic grasp. If nothing is done to stop them, the world will once again fall into chaos. Zluan, I must ask you for one thing. If you have not yet chosen a lord to serve, could you travel with me as my guest for a time? The attackers from before aren't the only ones after our heads. The attendants have sent assassins as well. I don't believe that they can defeat Diao-chan, but the burden is too much for her to bear alone. You will? Then you have my thanks. Once again, we are in your debt. We will reward you accordingly in due time. Very well, then. You can start by escorting us back to the inn. I will tell you more about our plans later.
Oh, good. You're here. I just took a message for you from someone who said they were with Wang Yun. They said Wang Yun is waiting to receive word from a collaborator, so he wants you to stay here in town for the time being. Also, he has some business to attend to in town, so you should feel free to go and ask him if anything is unclear. I'm not sure what this is all about, but please try not to put yourself in too much danger. I can't cure you if you're dead.
I am so grateful that you have agreed to help my father. Our fates are now bound together. If you have any worries or misgivings about what lies ahead, let's talk them over now. He took me in as his daughter, but I am also his student and a loyal servant. My father is trying to root out the corruption that the attendants have inflicted on the world. I am merely the sword that clears the path to his goal. If you wish to know the whole truth, perhaps I should first tell you how my life began.
I was born in a small mountain village. It was decided that I would become a spy, so I underwent training. But one day, a large fire broke out in the village. That was when I met Wang Yun. I had nowhere to go, but he took my hand and led the way. He trained me to be the weapon that would rid the world of corruption. When my father first met you, he saw something in you. The way you walk, the way you fight. He could tell that you were different from the others. He saw it in me, too. Is that so? Then I will not inquire further. In this world, some things are best forgotten.
Did you hear? Word is that the Emperor has passed away.
Is it really true? Then who will rule the land now?
His Majesty is. We should go to my father. He might be able to tell us what's going on.
I see. So the news has already made its way through the city. I've just received word from Lord He Jin in the capital. It seems that the rumors of the Emperor's death are in fact true.
The world is still in disarray. The death of the Emperor will only make things worse.
Lord He Jin's letter also included an invitation for me to join him in the capital. I suspect that he may take this opportunity to eliminate all of the attendants in the capital at once. Yes, it is none other than Lord He Jin, Grand General and elder brother of the Empress. As such, he is essentially the head of the consort clan.
He wants to rid the world of the attendants as much as we do. The enemy of my enemy is my friend, as they say.
But if the Grand General has already taken action, then the attendants will be making moves of their own. In any case, I must hurry to Luoyang at once. Diao-chan, I will need your protection.
Yes, Father.
Lord Wang Yun, I am glad to see you in good health. I am here to welcome you on orders from the Grand General.
I am very grateful. We expected assassins, but the bandits were a surprise indeed. I must also give my thanks to Lord Dong Zhou.
I've also been ordered by Lord He Jin to welcome you to the capital. A banquet has been prepared to thank you for coming all this way. We insist that you rest in the city tonight.
A dinner invitation from Grand General He Jin himself. I am sure it will be a grand feast. However, I think I'll pass on this occasion.
Why is that?
We came in such a hurry, all the way from Western Liang. I would not disgrace such a fine gathering by showing up as filthy as we are.
Is that so?
We've set up camp outside the capital. We'll rest our feet there.
So, that's Dong Zhou.
He's a brazen and cunning man with the manners of a beast. Judging by his reluctance to enter the capital, that snout of his must have caught the scent of danger. What did Lord He Jin have in mind when he chose to bring him here?
For now, we can only trust his judgment. The attendant stronghold is very heavily guarded. It might take the power of a beast to break through its defenses.
The power of a beast. You should rest for tonight, Lord Wang Yun. We will discuss the future with Grand General He Jin later. It's been too long, Zluan. I knew we would meet again one day, but I never expected to see you as a retainer of Lord Wang Yun. I am happy that a man of such rank has taken an interest in you, but I find it slightly unfortunate as well.
Indeed. We all feel the same way. Lord Wang Yun beat us to the punch. If we had had you with us, things would have been a lot easier. That's for sure.
We are now contending against a group of treasonous retainers in the capital. Our allies in this fight are most notably Lord He Jin and Lord Wang Yun. The Yellow Turbans are not long gone, and now corruption has taken root at the seat of power. We must sever those roots or prepare to face the next Zhang Jiao.
I don't know how much you already know, but the situation in Luoyang is going to get rough.
You're going into the capital too, right? If we both make it out alive, I hope we meet again.
It's getting hard to keep up with everything that's happened. At least for tonight. Please get some rest. Or shall I keep you company until you go to sleep? After the Emperor passed away, a new one ascended the throne almost immediately. I've also heard that the Imperial Seal, which is traditionally passed down the Imperial family line, made it safely into the hands of the new Emperor. But it's probably the attendants in the palace that actually wield the power that the seal represents. The central group of eunuchs that pull the strings here in the capital are called the 10 Attendants. Lord He Jin has summoned the lords of the land to Luoyang to eliminate the 10 Attendants and restore order in the Imperial Court. But to me, all those gathered here in the capital look more like birds of prey than helping hands. I hope this isn't the spark that ignites another war. There isn't much about me that you don't already know. What I can say is that I am more than capable of defending myself. Please don't trouble yourself worrying about me. Rest well. Tomorrow, I will accompany my father to meet with Lord He Jin. The capital has descended into a dangerous den of vice. Keep your guard up, and be prepared for the worst. Thank you. It's good to know that you care. Good night, and sweet dreams.
Lords from every corner of the land are answering the call from Grand General He Jin to gather here. Our chance to get rid of the attendants once and for all has finally arrived. This also makes for a grand opportunity to show the world our power. Wouldn't you agree, Cao Cao?
Delivering justice does not require a show of power. Simply exposing the crimes of the attendants and imprisoning them will suffice. A fire set to burn away corruption can quickly grow into an untamable blaze. Yuan Shao, are you really too much of a fool to understand that?
You've never wasted words on courtesy. I know that we are old friends, but could you at least show a modicum of respect for once?
I'm telling you this because we are friends.
Anyway, it matters not. Where is the Grand General? We are here to meet him, but he is nowhere to be seen.
Gentlemen, Please excuse the interruption. I have a message for you from my father, Wang Yun. Lord Hejin has been summoned to the palace by imperial decree. Please, make haste to the imperial court.
What? To the Imperial Court? We are to dive into that snake's den with those attendants?
It may well be a trap, but one cannot refuse a decree.
What's happening?
Lord Hejin is in trouble! He's being held captive by the attendants of the palace!
No. Well, these truly are the worst conceivable circumstances. But the die has already been cast. There is no turning back now.
Right. Come, Cao Cao. We will bring the attendants to justice in Lord Hejin's name.
Lord Dongzhuo, the carriage has been spotted on the main road.
Just as I expected. Looks like we've caught something valuable this time. The Emperor is coming. We must welcome him in the proper fashion.
Yes, sir.
Let us begin. This will be a feast fit for royalty.
Xinluan, I've returned. The number of wounded and sick grows each day. The majority of local doctors must have already fled. No, don't worry. I want to do this myself. But, Xinluan, this is my advice as a man of medicine. Lord Wang Yun may have ordered you here, but I think we should leave Luoyang. To stay is to invite death itself. Luoyang has become a battlefield. One wrong word could mean the end for you.
Excuse me. I wish to speak with you about my father, but I see that I am interrupting.
Ah, I see. I have some other matters to attend to anyway. Please, take your time.
Thank you. As I said, I would like to talk to you about my father. He seems to be very troubled about the recent events in Luoyang. Lord Dongzhuo's men have rampaged through the city, and I hear he has been equally disruptive in the Imperial Court. I am certain my father feels responsible for this. In order to deal with the 10 attendants, he unleashed an even greater threat. He blames himself for that. What can I do? How do I convince him that it is not his fault? You really are as kind as you are strong. Even as the city descends into chaos, I see in your eyes the glimmer of hope. I didn't know it at the time, but I think I came here hoping to hear those exact words. I shall leave you be now.
Even if we eliminate one source of unrest in this world, another will soon take its place. I suppose some people may be saved by your actions. However, the realm is too vast, and the state of things too complicated for a single individual to make much of a difference. If you simply end the suffering of those nearby, it will take a long time to achieve the goal of a peaceful world. That is why you must choose a hero. Someone who can strive to create a new world beyond the chaos. By walking alongside such a person, you will be able to realize a true age of peace. Eventually, you will need to determine which hero is worthy of walking alongside you.
It's you. You were with the volunteers who took down Zhang Qiao. That was quite the battle. I never would have expected to see you here. My name is Jia Shu. We haven't actually spoken before, though I've wanted to make your acquaintance for quite some time now. Not at all. That's the problem with being the lookout. All you have to do is keep an eye out for any suspicious behavior or disturbances. Actually, I'm a vessel of Lord Dongzhuo. There's no need to be on guard. I don't bite, unlike Lord Dongzhuo. Still, if you want to leave Luoyang with all your limbs attached, I'd keep my head down if I were you. Take it from a friend.
We're protected by the Han court here, but who knows how much longer it'll be around.
Well, I did not think I would hear your name here. An impressive display, as always. I'd like to recognize your achievements yet again. So, have you seen the state of the capital? No one can deny it at this point. The Han Dynasty is rotting from the inside. Do you understand what I must do now? That's right, in a sense. So long as he follows my orders, I will have use for him. Decaying or not, the Han Dynasty has a long history, and the power and authority it has accumulated will not prove easy to seize. And that is why I shall devour them, completely. Will my actions lead to a world thriving on war, or one of chaos ruled by death? It's difficult to say. If something isn't done, however, the rot is sure to steadily spread. I refuse to accept that. What's more, I've obtained the power necessary to change that. So, how about it? Would you be interested in serving me? Even without your consent, I have ways of making use of you. Still, it's precisely because of that attitude that you have value. You shall be a wind that traverses Liang Province, submitting to no one and making the presence of the strong known. That wind carries with it the life I desire. It has been a true pleasure. Go now. Move through the land, under your own freedom.
Ah. Sit. Relax. No need to be shy. Now, about your splendid display on the battlefield. I've had my eye on you for a while now. You were most impressive in the recent battle against those bandits. Of course. It is the duty of a leader to watch over those who follow. As I said, I've been following your career with interest. And when someone such as me takes notice, well, let's just say you should be striving to be more than just a common soldier. You have excellent battle instincts, work well with comrades, and, plainly put, look as if you belong on the battlefield. I'd like to hear how you acquired these skills. You don't remember? Do you expect me to believe that? But then, you are not lying, are you? Very well, I shall ask no more. I remain curious, but I am content to let your results speak for themselves. So, what say you? Will you join the UN clan? You could go a long way with us. Ah, yes, I remember. A little bird told me that you dine at the table of Lord Wang Yun. I have extended a most gracious invitation, but please, there's no need to feel any guilt for turning me down. It is merely my duty as a noble clansman to extend a hand of support to those who show great potential. I am sure that as long as you flourish on the battlefield, we will meet again. So, no hard feelings. I wish you good health and prosperity.
Just the person I wanted to see. I have a very big favor to ask of you. Will you help me? As glad as I am to hear that. Are you sure you don't want to know what it is first? I could ask you to give me your heart, or to perform any number of daunting tasks. What would you do then? The truth is, my father came to me and said that I should take a little walk around town. But I've never really just walked the streets before without a destination. So I have no idea where to go or what to do. It would mean so much to me if you could walk with me here in town. Just for today. I can't thank you enough. All right, let's get going, shall we? Thank you so much for coming with me today. Is it just my imagination, or are you new to this kind of thing as well? I had a feeling we were both a little lost out there. But I think that may have ended up being what made our time together so much fun. As long as I have this memory, I'll be able to go on fighting forever, no matter what hardship might come my way. would like to be able to go for another walk with you sometime. I hope with all my heart that such a day will come.
Excuse me. I presume that you belong to this household. Where might Lord Wan Yun be? My name is Xun Yo. I have an appointment with him. I have the proper documentation if you'd like to see it. Thank you. That sash.
I've been waiting for you, Lord Xun Yo. You had something you wanted to discuss.
I'll get straight to the point. Lord Wan Yun, you must act now.
You mean eliminate Dong Zhuo?
Yes.
Dong Zhuo's tyranny has indeed become intolerable of late. But just how do you expect us to stop him? He's expanded his forces by taking in the soldiers Lord He Jin left behind. There is even talk that the powerful soldiers trained by the recently deceased Governor Den Yuan joined him as well. It may be too late for anyone to stand against him now. It is likely that Lord Yuan Shao left Luoyang upon realizing his forces were outmatched.
I am well aware.
Then why are you asking me to do this? I'm an old man. I brought the capital to the brink of ruin.
Because I believe that you have the means to put an end to Dong Zhuo. And that guest of yours, the so-called Guardian of Peace, I think we could use him as well.
I am sorry to disappoint you, but things are not so simple. There will be no more talk of this today. Please leave.
Lord Wan Yun.
We're protected by the Han court here, but who knows how much longer it'll be around.
There is something important that we must discuss. As I have told you, before all of this, I originally served as a civil servant. As a governor, I worked tirelessly to fulfill my duties. For many years, I devoted myself to the Han. But that was only what was seen by the public. I was given another role to play. From the shadows. It was my duty to make use of spies, assassins, and the like, to root out rebel forces and political rivals. I am nothing more than an old man without the strength for battle. I just happen to know a few things that I probably shouldn't. I have also heard that there exists a secret order, revered among those who make their living under the cover of shadow. They are called the Guardians of Peace. It is said that each member wears a red sash fastened with the symbol of the sacred bird, the Luan, just as you do now. I wish I could, but I have never visited their village. All I can tell you is what I know of how they came to be. The Guardians of Peace are a group of assassins descended from a hero who is said to have fought alongside the founder of the Han, Emperor Gaozu. They are said to be divine warriors who are even capable of sorcery, sworn to work in the shadows to bring about peace. They take great pride in going unrecognized for their deeds, so they rarely appear in records, a fact that makes it hard to study their history. I've heard rumors that their village was destroyed during the uprisings that took place before the Yellow Turban Rebellion, but it is not certain. Ever since you helped us in Sili Province, I have suspected that you may be one of them. Diao Cheng begged me not to tell you, but keeping it from you any longer would be a betrayal of your trust. You have heard Diao Chen's story, yes? It was no accident that the village where she was raised caught fire. I burned it down myself because they revolted against the Emperor. And it was I who took in that little girl without a home and taught her the skills she would need to become a weapon. I will never be able to turn Diao Chen back into the girl she once was. But perhaps you could... No. Please forget I ever said any of this. It's nothing. We've just received an urgent message. It seems Dong Zhuo has deposed His Majesty the Emperor and forced Prince Liu Xie of Chunliu to ascend the throne. They say that all those who stood against him have either been banished from the capital or killed outright.
No.
Dong Zhuo's arrogance has grown so strong that he has taken the Emperor's chambers as his own. The brutality of his soldiers knows no bounds. The people of Luoyang now live in constant fear. Even His Majesty himself can find no solace. I must kill Dong Zhuo, and I'm going to need your help.
I've been waiting so long to hear you say those words. Father, leave the hunting of the beast to me. I will see this through to the end, even if it's the last thing I do. It's the only thing I could possibly do to repay you after all you've done for me. But you have forgotten your past, and now walk a new path of your own. I am obligated to do this, but you are not. You can walk away.
I am sorry, but you're our only hope. Eliminate Dong Zhuo and bring peace to our world.
Lord Cao Cao, thank you for waiting.
Where's Lord Wang Yun?
He is not in right now, but he should be here shortly.
Then, I'll wait here for him. I was the one who suggested Dong Zhuo's assassination to Lord Wang Yun. I had been waiting for an opportunity to arise for some time, and as luck would have it, I was summoned to Luoyang. I hear that Lord Wang Yun lent you his prized sword. Yes, a very beautiful sword indeed.
And you may use it as you wish, Lord Cao Cao.
Dong Zhuo must be killed. When Lord He Jin called for the lords to gather in Luoyang, it was I who failed to advise him against such actions. That is why I will risk everything for this task. Should the worst happen, you are to think of your own lives, not mine.
Lord Cao Cao, there is no need to worry about me. For this plan to succeed, we shall have to risk everything.
I, Cao Cao, come humbly before you.
I have but one question. Are you loyal to the Han? Or to Dong Zhuo?
You are very forthright. I feel many men have lost their heads for answering wrongly.
Answer already.
I shall make you an offer instead.
Oh. And this is?
Diaochen is my name.
You understand me well, Cao Cao. I'm inclined to accept. Such devastating beauty. And it seems that's not your only weapon. I'm glad, Cao Cao. I like your answer.
Sulon! Lord Cao Cao! Run!
I'm falling back. Louis Bu, take care of this.
That should be the last of them. I'm glad I made it in time. I told you that we'd meet again when you needed me. Well, that and Dong Zhuo. If you plan to kill him, then our goals are aligned. My duty is to eliminate anyone who threatens the peace. You remember. That's good to hear. Some time ago, I asked you to find a hero who could save the land. I wonder, could that man be that hero? I see. But remember, whether or not he's the hero we seek, you must stay alive. And I will make certain that you do. Ziluan. Understood?
Things have finally settled down a bit. What a relief.
Your swift intuition really saved us there. Thank you. Was someone giving you advice? I suppose I'll have to thank them too.
So then, what shall we do next, my lord?
The same strategy will not work twice. We must attack with an army massive enough to crush Dong Zhuo. even if it throws the land into chaos once more.
And how are we to gather such an army? Our forces alone aren't up for the task.
We must garner the support of the nobility. I will take care of that. I want you to come with me. We can't betray that girl's wishes. Now can we? That's what I like to hear.
I have to say, though, this was one tough day.
Agreed. You should all try to get some rest. I'll take first watch.
Run! Run!
Go, Siluan.
You're a little early to take over guard duty. What? You have a nightmare or something? You should go back to sleep. A tired body will earn you no valor.
I, Wang Kuang, governor of Henei, cede power to Lord Yuan Shao in order to defeat Dong Zhuo.
Lord Wang Kuang, welcome. No sight could have lifted my heart more.
Your words honor me.
Zhang Yang, governor of Shandong. I have come to join the alliance against Dong Zhuo.
You are most welcome, Lord Zhang Yang. Show us what you're capable of.
By all means, I shall do so.
Lord Yuan Shao, I have come from Yong Province. Allow me to be of service.
Lord Cao Cao. That was a splendid manifesto.
Yes.
Having the illustrious Lord Yuan Shao become the leader of our alliance was a stroke of genius.
Having felled the 10 attendants, Dong Zhuo's occupation of Luoyang is our responsibility. If Yuan Shao can make up for that by leading a coalition, it's a small price for him to pay.
You can count on it. Lord Yuan Shao, I have no doubt I'll be a great asset to the coalition forces.
Is that so? Your spirit alone is fine support indeed. Dong Zhuo is all but done.
Right. We'll strike them down together.
The die has been cast. All that remains is to see this through.
There's something I've been meaning to ask. That young lad carrying herbs around the camp, is he with you? I figured as much. I thought I saw you together earlier. Sorry to ask this, but could you thank him for me later? It's nothing really, just he provided treatment to one of my men earlier. I want to make sure he knows he's appreciated. Tell that young healer that Dian Wei, vassal of Chang Miao, sends his thanks. Make sure he gets the message.
Let me take a moment to introduce you to these two. Li Dian and Yue Jin, both dependable warriors.
The name's Li Dian. I got a feeling we'll get along well.
And I am Yue-jin. I'm quite eager to head into battle with you.
We've had quite a few newcomers like these two lately. I'm quite thankful for it.
I admit, I had my doubts at first.
What an impressive gathering. Do you mind if I join you? It really is you. Do forgive me. My name is Chen Gong. I am but one of the many who answered Lord Cao Cao's call to arms.
This man used to serve Dong Zhuo, but he helped me in secret during my escape.
Oh, no thanks are necessary. After all, I did not change allegiance out of honor or the goodness of my heart. My wisdom would be better used under Lord Cao Cao than Dong Zhuo. It is as simple as that.
These are just a handful of the volunteers who have arrived from all across the land.
Speaking of which, I saw a few warriors I recognize from our time fighting the Yellow Turbans. You might even know a couple of them.
There's still time before we must depart. Why not go and say hello?
Long time no see. I've heard much of your exploits from Lord Cao Cao.
None of us foresaw Dong Zhuo causing this much trouble. He was far more dangerous than we thought.
Well, it's still better than the Yellow Turban Rebellion. The situation's straightforward, at least. Taking down a scoundrel like him will be no different than fighting bandits. And that I can do no problem. I thought you'd get it. After all the battles you've been in, you must be pretty strong now, huh? I'm looking forward to seeing you in action.
It's good to see you again. I knew you wouldn't let me down. Come to meet everyone here, have you?
He was just summoned to a meeting. With a gathering of this size, discussions are sure to take considerable time and effort.
Though I hear you and Lord Cao Cao have also been through your share of hardships. It is through such hardships that we grow as people. I look forward to seeing how you've grown.
I need to speak with you. Do you have a moment? Most of the troops in our coalition directly serve lords of their own. But now, we've gathered volunteers who do not belong to any particular leader. Those are the ones I wish to speak to you about. They have given me free rein over how to organize them. Their numbers are few, but they are men of honor. And that is why I thought you might command them. But you would not say no, surely. You have eyes that clearly assess the battlefield and the skill to make the right decisions. And most importantly, you're beyond the schemes of the nobility. You are more than capable of this task. I have faith in you. I'm counting on you. Now, let me introduce you to your troops.
You must be our commander. I'm proud to be serving you.
We're a varied bunch. Some of us are well-versed in the martial arts, while others just came from sowing the fields. But we're all the same in wanting to make the world a better place. We look forward to your command, sir.
Let's begin. We finally made it through Se Shui Gate. It was a tough fight, but you all fought bravely.
Thank you, my lord. I have learned much through this ordeal.
I had a bad feeling before the fighting started, but we turned it around in the end. I've been meaning to ask. Are you sure the army is ready to move out?
We've run out of other options. If we can't agree here and now, then the whole coalition could fall apart.
Yuan Shu, Yuan Shao, Sun Jian. There are embers smoldering in many camps tonight. They're all so wary of one another, they can't help but get in each other's way.
And we're guilty of it too. But the way we've dithered the whole time, it may no longer be possible to defeat Dongzhuo.
Don't you think Yuan Shu crossed a line back there? Lord Sun Jian has every right to be furious with him.
He has brought shame upon the House of Yuan with such conduct.
There's nothing in particular that I'm aware of. There may be a simpler explanation. For instance, perhaps he feels he was deprived of his moment of glory.
If that is the case, then his actions are even more unforgivable. All of us almost lost our lives.
Lord Sun Jian is fuming about this incident. He said was going to bring it up with Lord Yuan Shu himself. It seems yet another obstacle stands in our way before we can defeat Dongzhuo.
Lord Yuan Shu, what were you thinking?
What do you mean? Oh, you mean my actions in the battle? We had the important task of defending the stronghold. There wasn't time to think about those who rushed brashly out to the front line.
Rushed out? We may have pushed the vanguard, but we didn't plan to go that far from the stronghold.
Is that so? Then I must have been mistaken.
Lord Yuan Shu, let me be very clear. I apologize if you think I overstepped my mark. However, I will not forgive you for putting my men in danger for the sake of your pride.
For my pride, you say? You think I would be jealous of a petty magistrate like yourself? Well, here is some advice for you, Sun Jian. It is better to back down gracefully than bark incessantly. If you want to live, that is.
You...
Not bad. Not bad at all.
Yes, that was quite the mark you made. Guan Yu and Zhang Fei, you two as well. Although, I am a little concerned about the coalition forces. They seem to have trouble with cohesion. Well, you may remember Lord Sun Jian and Yuan Shu arguing during the battle. And while you'll see some troops praising each other's valor, others are berating their ostensible allies over their ancestry. With relationships so fraught, it's hard to imagine things working out.
It is easy to say we're fighters united for a cause, but we must remember that we each have our own motivations.
There are those concerned about the way of the world, those moved by a call to act, and those who want to take Dongzhuo's place. They squabble simply because they each have a different end goal in mind.
Hey, come on. What's with all this depressing talk, huh? We won, didn't we? It doesn't matter what anyone else does. What matters is that we do what we can, right?
You're right, Zhangfei. And I really should learn from your outlook on things. Very well then. Let us rest and prepare for the next battle.
What a coincidence. Great timing, though. I finally have some time to talk, so join me for a bit. Well, Cao Cao is once again absorbed in his poetry. I thought it'd be best to not disturb him. He's a genius at that too, but unfortunately for me, he is constantly requesting that I read the classic of poetry. I guess people are naturally suited for different things. What about you? That would make Cao Cao weep with happiness. Cao Cao is in the process of gathering support from noble families across the land. We need troops and supplies, along with open supply routes. It seems he wants to be prepared for our future endeavors. Yet, as our army grows, my work becomes ever more complicated. Damn you, Cao Cao. Always making my life more difficult. It truly is. But it can't be helped if he needs my help. Maybe I would start enjoying it a bit more, if you were with us. Looking back at the battle against Dongzhuo, I'm still amazed at how calm you were under those circumstances. I'm extremely keen to have you join us. You could be one of our officers, you know. Is that so? You're more cautious than I thought. Even I don't fully understand how Cao Cao thinks. Nonetheless, I have faith in him as a person. The path he walks is bound to lead somewhere interesting, don't you think? I've been talking too much. The poet's latest composition will be finished by now. He likes me to be there for the first recitation. I must return. Don't worry. This is my treat. Take your time.
Oh, of all the texts left by Confucius, that is what interests you? It is most valuable, but for you I may be able to procure it.
That would be very helpful. I was certain I could count on you, sir. Well then, I shall be back soon. Oh, did you need something? Ah, that was my teacher. He's an incredible man. Apparently, he taught history and military strategy in the capital. We met when I was looking for manuals on military doctrine, and we just really related well to each other. Just earlier, we were speaking about a particularly rare tome, and as you heard, I got a little excited. But you're probably not interested in such things, so I'll just stop there. Oh, really? Then maybe we can talk more about it sometime. I think it's important to be well versed in both warfare and academia. Relying on just one or the other is certain to lead to failure. It's important to develop both aspects. That is what I aim to do. But I didn't always want to be a scholar. My uncle was an unusually generous man, you see. Whenever he had success in battle and earned some money, he would buy texts and send them to me. I would make sure to read everything he sent. That's how I became so interested in reading. But I think I may have taken it too far. I now have difficulty connecting with others. So meeting you here is quite serendipitous. Won't you join me in my studies? By which I mean, you could come to me on occasion, so we could read together. Oh? A slight interest. Now, to fully convince you, it would only be an informal arrangement. Even if we just pick up whatever texts we lay our eyes on and read them carefully, it could prove worthwhile. I recently got my hands on a military treatise, and I also have an unusual collection of poems. Great. So we'll be getting to know each other. In fact, I get the feeling we might end up friends for life.
The strength of a fierce god.
Let's begin.
Cao Cao, you're here. The Emperor has already been moved to Chang'an. It seems that dog Dongzhuo always intended to abandon Luoyang.
Then we must pursue them at once. We may never get a chance like this again.
No, we will stay in Luoyang. The lords need calming, and the city must be rebuilt.
You fool, Yuan Shao. Have you forgotten that our top priority is the death of Dongzhuo?
You are as cold-hearted as always. Do you not see the city in ruins? People don't even know where their next meal will come from. The Coalition forces are still exhausted after the battle at Hulao Gate. They've not the strength to continue fighting.
Enough pretentious talk. What are you after, Yuan Shao?
Isn't that obvious? The Yellow Turbans and Dongzhuo have driven the world further into chaos. A worthy individual must step up and fix it. To restore the capital and the entire land.
And do you believe you are the man for that task?
Yes. History will prove that I am right.
To restore the land. So you aim for glory well above your station.
To have set fire to Luoyang.
The lives of the citizens mean absolutely nothing to that foul man. No soul should have to face the loss of their family or home in such a way. We should prepare to enter Luoyang. There may still be people who need help. Even if no one else goes to their aid, we must do what we can.
I do believe you have something to report to me, Sun Jian.
Nothing comes to mind.
I heard that the fabled Imperial Seal was discovered in the ruins of Luoyang. Such regalia should be relinquished into the safekeeping of myself, the leader of our alliance, should it not? To hide it away would be tantamount to insurrection.
Were I to hide away the Imperial Seal from my own ends, the heavens would surely punish me.
Well now, time to see which of us is worthy.
We have decided to leave the Coalition. Though I have my regrets about not defeating Dongzhuo, we leave for Changsha as of today. Farewell, my friend. I appreciate that. What about right now? Would you follow us to Changsha?
Trying to recruit him before we do, Lord Sun Jian.
We've been found out. So much for my plan of dragging him along by force.
In all seriousness, Lord Sun Jian, I understand you're leaving the Coalition. Is that because of last night?
It is not my place to say, but if I were to remain here, that would only cause unnecessary strife.
If the Imperial Seal truly exists, then I believe it should be back in His Majesty's hands.
But His Majesty is under the control of Dongzhuo. How could anyone return the seal to His Majesty in his current state?
Lord Cao Cao.
I support Lord Sun Jian's actions, regardless of what Yuan Shao may say. If we have indeed found the seal, then the best course of action is to keep it secret and hidden.
But hiding it would make it a source of suspicion and conflict. And since the argument yesterday, it seems like there are already lords considering pulling out of the Coalition. We came together to stop Dongzhuo, and yet it's internal bickering that may prove to be our downfall.
That is why I said Lord Sun Jian's response was the correct one. If the Imperial Seal were to fall into the hands of a man of lowly character, the embers of war would burst into flames. So, we may as well leave things the way they are. Let the nobles keep each other in check.
You're saying we should take advantage of their feuding? Lord Cao Cao. I too am a man of, as you put it, lowly character. That is why I fail to understand your ambitious and far-sighted plans. Even if it's only a small fire that burns before us, is it not better to extinguish it here and now before it grows?
You both make compelling points, but let us cease our arguing for now. I'd like to ask you both what you intend to do next. Will you remain in the Coalition?
As much as I would like to, defeating Dongzhuo will be no easy task if we are divided in purpose. I will follow Lord Gongsun Zan, as he leaves the Coalition. I wish to help be of service to his territory. That is a role suited to a man of lowly character like me.
I too intend to leave the Coalition, so that I may consider what I should work toward achieving. I realize that I was the one who called it together, but this army no longer has the ability to slay Dong Zhuo. This is not how we accomplish Lord Wang Yun's goals. This arrangement was intended to bring forth a hero who could rule the realm, but it seems to have failed.
To me, though, both of you appear to have the qualities needed for such a task.
That's quite interesting, coming from you.
I do not wish to be a hero. I am but a loyal servant to the Han. Anyway, I should depart. I am sure my camp is tired of waiting for me.
Then allow me to see you off, Lord Sun Jian.
The ways of the beast are not fit for men. Yet they have not the will to provoke change. 3 sprouts have budded, guardian of peace. Now you shall see how they grow.
Captain. I heard that the Coalition is being disbanded. What are we supposed to do now? I know this might be too much to ask, sir. But may we continue serving under your command?
Through this battle, all of us feel that we have discovered the place we are truly meant to be. Although this may be presumptuous of me to say, that place is by your side. And so we beg of you, take us with you.
Thank you. Thank you so much. We won't let you down.
We appreciate it, Captain. Each one of us will put forth every effort under your command.
I have been looking for you. I'm glad we were able to meet like this. I would be sad if I couldn't say goodbye. Yes. I don't think we shall meet again. Dongzhuo will fall before the Coalition forces have regrouped. I have made sure of that. I went to Chang'an with Dongzhuo, and I saw the destruction. That is when I knew. To kill a beast that has bested all men, I need to unleash an even bigger beast. I will use myself as bait to pit Luibu against Dongzhuo. No matter what happens, I cannot allow this strategy to fail. But still, I am not afraid. Do you remember what I said? I am strong, as long as I remember our time together. Farewell. Continue on your own path. For me. Lord Luibu.
I'll make your dream a reality.
What? It's you, Wang Yun. I don't remember summoning the likes of you. If you want to get on my good side, tame that shrew of a girl and send her my way. What do you think you're... I see.